Hello everyone, welcome to the Orchid Hut. My name is Dana, and today's video will be about repotting Tolumnia Orchid in a decorative kind of way. I absolutely love projects like this because it combines my love for orchids with my love for crafting, and the two kind of just weave together into a creative, crafty project that also involves my orchids. So this is one of the most enjoyable things that I do with my orchids. So this is the project that I want to share with you today. I have my Tolumnia Orchid that I ordered online, and it was potted in a plastic pot, and then there's like a little net pot that the orchid is in. And you can see that the roots are very intertwined around that plastic pot. And the goal today will be to remove that plastic pot from this orchid. This is the perfect time to do this because there is a lot of new root growth happening, and there's even a little bit of new fan growth happening right here. So this orchid is currently growing, and it's the best time for it to adapt to a new pot. So over the weekend I took a little field trip into Houston to look for some orchids to buy at the local nurseries, and one of the things I found were these extremely cute little pots, and they're perfect for small orchids. And this one, you know, doesn't have any kind of drainage at the bottom, but the sides are so open that it would be easy to tilt and get out any excess water. And this one also has a lot of aeration just because this is the design of the little pot. It has a lot of holes in the side. And what a cute little way to grow and display your Tolumnias. So in the description below, I will link the company that at one time sold these. Now, I looked online yesterday and I could not find this exact pot, but this website has a lot of pots and a lot of things that you may find useful and or decorative to use with your orchids. So this is called a Gideon pot, and I couldn't find this online yesterday, but then when I peeled this label up, I found a website of the company that these pots probably came from, and it was chive.com. So I'll put the link in the description below. And chive.com appears to be a Canadian-based company, but they also sell in the UK and in the US. So if you find something that you like, you can order online. All right, so the goal today is to get this little Tolumnia in this pot. Okay, so I've kind of pre-checked the fit here. So once I get that plastic pot off of there, it will fit just fine. And my strategy is going to be to tuck in pieces of very large orchid bark around so that these new roots have something to attach to, because Tolumnias grow attached to twigs and bark in the wild. And the challenge is going to be cutting off this pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this process, and if it becomes too tedious, then I will fast forward the video. Okay, here goes. First of all, I have to make sure that my clippers are actually going to cut through this plastic, and they do. And of course the goal is to not destroy too many of the roots. So I'm just going to try to loosen it from multiple directions and take little pieces out at a time until the whole pot is separated. Okay, do I about have that first piece? Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm just going to be cutting it off bit by bit piece by piece. You have to be very patient here. This is not, you know, a lickety-split kind of thing. It's going to take some care and some delicate work not to destroy too many roots. And if I run into a roadblock where it looks like I can't cut anymore, then I'll just move to a different spot. And continue cutting, trying to get as many roots out of the way as I can. Little pieces of plastic will be flying all over the kitchen. Okay, so you get the idea. It is slow work at best. And I will go ahead and fast forward and edit this video, and I will show you the end result. Okay, big pieces of the pot are coming off now. The top rim of the pot was extremely tough and much more difficult to cut through. Okay, perfect. That little pot even had some of the new fans trapped down in there, so I'm glad I did this. All right, there's a new fan coming right there. It's a new fan and a good root system. So without breaking these roots or even trying to trim them, I'm just gonna loosen them a bit. There's not anything at the core of that plant that would be a problem. It's just its main stem and root system. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. It stands in there nicely as it is. And now I think it's just a matter of choosing the bark pieces to put inside to help stabilize it. And some pieces will be, you know, too large. So if they don't fit, just, you know, move on to another piece. It does not have to be packed super tight. But just enough so that the Tolumnia roots can, in the future as they grow, attach to something as they would in the wild. Down below in the description, I will link you to the other Tolumnia videos that I have. I have one outside on a mount, but because I have limited space outside, I wanted to try one potted a bit differently. This one I think will still go outside when the temperatures allow, but come inside if temperatures get too cold. And I'm just going around and round and loosely tucking in the big bark pieces. It's okay if some of the roots stick out. getting pretty close here to having it be okay. This one fan that was trapped by that plastic pot, I want to make sure it has a way to get out. There we go. Okay, and that is my complete little Tolumnia Repot project. I'll probably let these bark chips settle in a bit and then check to see if any more need to be added, but I'm pretty happy with that result. I hope you give a project like this a try. It can make your orchids even more enjoyable than they already are. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and the subscribe button will be in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen.